Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Cryptozoic fans, thanks for coming to Cryptozoicon. This is awesome. It's so nice to see you in the chat. Hello, everybody. I'm Scott Rogers. I'm the game designer of Pantone the game. And Deacon and I are going to chat a little bit first about how this game came about and whatever answer maybe a couple of questions before we play a game.
Absolutely. So yeah, the story goes that in 2018, Corey, who you just saw in the live stream, sat down with Scott at Gen Con and said, and Scott, I think you showed him 3 or 4 games.
Right.
And if I recall from the story correctly, because I'm a third party of this one, I wasn't actually there, he said, oh, I have one, but it's not really ready.
Yeah, I had brought, the game was originally called Who's Hugh, and it was like a little party game, and I was showing all types of other big board games and things like that, and Corey was like, do you have anything else? And I said, well, I got this little party game, but I don't think you guys would be interested in it. And he said, no, I want to see it. I'm like, nah, I don't think it's for you guys. I don't know. And I wasn't trying to be coy or anything. I didn't know if Cryptozoic made those type of games. And he said, well, let's see it. So I brought out Who's You, and him and the creative director at the time, we played a couple of hands of it. And Corey, this is my impression of it. I'm sure Corey has a different version, but Corey got kind of this mad gleam in his eye, and he was like, I know exactly the license I want to use this for. And I thought it was like Cartoon Network or DC Comics, and I went, oh, what? And he goes, Pantone. And fortunately, I have worked as a commercial artist, so for about 2 seconds, my brain kind of went, Pantone, and I went, oh yeah, it makes perfect sense. Sure, let's do it. So that's kind of how we ended up working together.
And the other side of the story that was a lot of fun for us, well, Scott probably sets up his first question for everyone, and go ahead and start answering in the chat as we kind of go, is one of our founders, John Nee, had the idea that, hey, we should do Pantone at some point. And we couldn't crack it. We've been trying for a couple of years to try to figure it out, and nothing came of it. So it was always this back pocket idea of like, hey, let's do something really cool with Pantone and try to build that relationship there. And then Scott brought us a game that was Pantone. And then within, I think 4 months, we had secured the license, signed a contract with you, and had started really putting this game together out, which was a lot of fun to do.
Let's be clear, though. Pantone did not want to do this game. They had no idea what it was. They were like, why is this here? It was, I had the pleasure of trying to teach them why we had to do it. And it actually took a video from Corey that he filmed, a 15-minute video that showed them what the whole concept was and how to play the game. And that's what actually pushed it over the edge so that we got the deal with Pantone. So,
oh, man, I'd love to see that. You guys should put that online.
We should.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. And then there was a whole long conversation. It took about a month for us to decide between square cards, big cards, small cards, everything like that. Right. And in the end, we decided we really, all of us, even Scott, you and I, we were pretty convinced square cards was probably a better way to go because of decisions for a while there. And in the end, you just didn't have the flexibility with that. You could always build a square out of a rectangle, but you couldn't build a rectangle out of a square.
Yeah, we found that, and this is something that has kind of been proved out as I see other people's creations, which we post on the Pantone Facebook page. We see a lot of really clever creations because of the rectangular shapes. They allow people to kind of make these odd angles and things like that. And I think in the end, it was definitely the best call. Even though the square ones make sense because they feel like pixels, the rectangles allow for a little bit more creativity and flexibility.
Exactly. So I have one of my favorite ones. I go to a lot of conventions and help demo this game. So I have one of my favorite ones that was ever shown to me by just a person that I'll show at the end of this one. But Scott, why don't you just run us through a game and teach us kind of how to the game? And again, everything is on our eStore or available at your local convention or your local game stores for this. Including something that is only on our store right now is an upgrade pack for the game that adds another 42 cards, including 6 blank cards for you to add your own characters in.
Right, so, yeah, and you can get this game online. You can get it at, well, I would say go to your local game store or Barnes & Noble.
Call your local game store. See what they can do for you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so what I'm going to do is I've got a little setup going here, so I'm going to switch over to that. And we're going to, what I'm going to do is if you remember the rules to the game, we play 3 rounds. The first round is I can create a character out of any color in the box. And the game comes with, 16 different colors? 15
Yep. No, 15 different colors.
15 different colors.
3x5 grid of stuff. So to give an idea of what it looks.
And then you get 4, there you go, you get 4 cards of each color. So the first round I can make a character, and they're always a named character. They're always somebody from movies or books or pop culture or video games or comic books or cartoons or whatever. And then, so the first round I can use any number of cards I'd like. The second round I can use any color I want, but only 1 card of each color. The third round is the trickiest, and that is only 3 cards, but they can be any color you want. And actually, here's a little insider baseball. Originally, the game was just that round, and it was because of the great development that Cryptozoic did that we came up with these other rounds to make the game much more rich. And I think it's a great, that was a great decision that we all came to for the design. So I'm going to move over to my special camera, and I'm going to make the first character. And why don't you guys go and guess who this character is? All right, so remember, in the game, you're always going to have a character card. So there's the character card, and I'm going to bring this in a little bit closer. So this gives you an example of the character card. So I'm going to be making a character. Now, not Harley Quinn, because you already know what it is, but I am going to be giving clues as we go. So as you go, let's see if you can guess before all the clues are given. All right, so I'm going to pick a new character card, and I'm going to build that character, and you have to guess who it is. So I picked the character card, and I'm going to pick some colors here. So I'm going to lay down black here, and I'm going to get a card here. I'm going to pick, how about a little flesh tone here? Then I'm going to get, let's see, what do I need next? How about some pink here? And maybe that. And remember, I can use any number of colors I want for this character. Let's see here. Let's do this maybe. There we go, right there. And sometimes you know, depends on how you want to play it. You can give your creators a time limit to guess who this is. And guessing is always done 1 by 1, so that way everybody gets a turn to guess. So let's see. I'm gonna slide my creation up a little bit so you can guess who it is, who it might be. There we go. All right. If you've been attending Cryptozoicon, you might already know who this character is. So go ahead and guess in the chat, and I'm going to give you some clues to who this could be. So the first clue is this is a character from television. Here, let me get light in here a little closer so you can see a little better who it is. There we go. Hopefully that's a little better? Yeah, some more light.
I don't know. The other one was a little bit better back.
Okay, all right.
You could see
all
the
right,
yellow a bit much better.
Okay, there we go. So the first clue is somebody from television.
Not from television there, Jamie, so it's not me, but I'm guessing Mulan.
All right.
Well, she's not from television either, Deacon.
That's why I was guessing it before he did that thing. Was so wrong already. I'm already off the beaten path there.
So that's a clue just for the game in general. All right. Second clue is it's a character from a cartoon. The third clue is
Amanda. Do you got it?
The third clue is Rose.
Rose.
And the fourth and final clue is Gem. So if you can
I know who it is.
all right.
I'm missing it. I'm not getting it. What is it, Amanda?
Steven Universe?
Yes, you're correct. It is Steven
Of
Universe.
course it is. It is Steven Universe. I kept saying Mulan, and I was going down that path, and I couldn't get out of there.
Those are some great guesses. Good job, you guys. All right, so now I'm going to move on to the second round, and the second round is 1 card of each color. I cannot use more than 1 card of each color to create my colorful character. So let's see. I'm going to put down one here. Is that in there? Yep, there we go.
Yep,
And
we're good there.
let's see, I'll do one here, and I will do one here, and I will do one here. Let me slide these over a little bit.
Ooh, I think I already know this
Yeah,
one.
let's see. Oh, I can only do one. I'm gonna do that. There we go. You guys see all that?
Absolutely, we do. So it
All
looks
right.
like we're disabling chat for a little bit right now.
Oh no, I think I
but,
got it
we're-
back.
We got it
Oh,
good?
all right.
All right, so
Yeah.
go ahead and try in chat now if you have been having troubles. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos. It's probably not that guy. It's not me.
Okay. So I'm gonna give the first hint, and it is
Hey, I think I see someone that might have got it. There's a few different things that.
first hint is video game. Second hint is hungry. Third
Yep,
hint.
everyone's getting it. Everyone's getting it.
And
Yep,
fourth
smart.
hint is ghosts.
Pac-Man, indeed, everyone.
Yeah, good job, everyone. Pac-Man, exactly. All right. So final round.
Inky, Binky, Blinky, Winky, and Clyde, I believe, are the ghost names.
Yeah, you're right. Or Sue, if you're playing Miss Pac-Man.
Very true.
My old boss back from my video game making days. All right. Last one is I will go ahead and make this colorful character, and I can only use 3 cards, but of any color. So I'm gonna put down. Let's see, you guys can see that, right? And this one should be pretty easy. All right, there you go. Who is that?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, first clue is comics.
Dang it.
Second clue is villain. You guys are fast.
Yep, I think they're getting it pretty quickly.
Smile. And then finally, clown. Yep, you're right. It was the Joker. Hopefully a good
So
lead.
I thought I'd go ahead and show one of my favorite ones too. This one is going to be really hard. If anyone catches this one, I want to go. The first one who gets this one without any hints, I'll make sure you get something. I don't know what, but I'm going to make sure this happens. This is one of my favorites that I've ever seen. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up mine over here and stick it over here and put it up here so you can see that.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah. So thus, I can't hold my camera right, but there we go. Let me give it a bit
What
better light.
on earth? How long did it take you to do that?
Only about a good 2 minutes.
That's great.
Ooh, okay, so we have some questions. Can anyone get it? I'm going to count down from 10 to see if anyone can get the first one. 10, 9, 8, 7. No one's gotten it yet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I know someone got the closest, and I'm going to make sure that happens for you. But the next guess is books. Any of my co-hosts have an idea?
Oh, I know who it is. I
All
don't
right.
give it away.
Amanda, do you have an idea?
Is it one of the monsters from the wild, where the wild things are?
It is not, but you're getting closer. And Christopher, you're getting close as well. The next one is riddles. All right.
That's a hard one.
There we go.
Yay!
So,
good job.
There we go. It is Gollum.
Oh.
So go ahead and reach out to Tor for me, Amanda, after this, and we'll figure out something for them. If they don't have a copy of the game, we'll send them a copy.
I'll show you real quick. I won't have everybody guess, but I'll show you my favorite that I've seen from a player. And that was, usually everybody does a beautiful job making characters like Deacon just did with his Gollum. But I was playing one game, and the player said, all right, here is my clue. And they did this. Oops, they did this. And they put out their hand and just had the black card in the middle of it. And they're like, who am I? And everybody was like, we don't know. Anybody want to guess? Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germ's got it. Jack Sparrow, right? He's got the black spot on his hand. I thought that was one of the more clever Pantone clues I'd ever seen. So I thought that was really cool. Well, thank you very much, everyone. That's my time. If you like the game, please track down a copy through your favorite local gaming store, or you can order direct from Cryptozoic. Don't forget about the booster pack, which has lots of new characters. And if you want to reach out to me, I'm on Patreon at Scott Rogers Designer. So stop by, say hi. And thank you so very much for coming and supporting Cryptozoic Entertainment. And we love our fans, and we hope you just keep enjoying our games.